everybody, this is the Gaming Fam here. We are playing with Jordan, one of my friends. So party settings, right? Party settings, allow your voice to be shared, always allow party voice chat connection, automatic, always allow. Alright, I'm gonna go on your stream and see if I can hear my voice. So,
yeah.
But yeah, so there's just so many stories we could tell each other. So
Yeah.
I have a story where it was hold on, let me bring up the video. Anyway, basically it was just wait, actually I have to bring up your stream. Can you bring up your stream and see if they can hear me?
I'll have to do it on my own phone, and I don't know if I will be able to.
It's whatever.
I'll try. Well, yeah, I changed my YouTube channel name. It's called Unreliable.
What? Unreliable?
Reliable soon. What? Alright, yeah, they can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Alright, we're good. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, so there's this story I had, when I was just younger.
Oh yeah, someone joined my stream already.
Your stream? Nice.
Yeah.
So I had this friend who, so Alex, or Shrek,
Hold up, let me get it in the mood. Let me put us in the mood, since it's like night. Yeah.
So,
Alright, continue.
Oh, that didn't work out as planned, but, hold on, sorry, I'm just, trying to set up my phone to where I can see the chat. Okay. Oh, okay, so, I just got someone in the stream. Hi, Alex, or Shrek. And so, me and him were playing Trove, and we were doing stream, and it was like we were playing just Trove, and we got like this whole conversation going, and it was just so cool. I had like 3 viewers, they were all talking in chat. It was so cool.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yo, when I was little, I used to be like way more active than I am now. All I do now is just sit inside and play video games.
Well, yeah,
like, I'd want to go to the park. Like, I'm like, hey, yo, you want to go to the park, Dad? Like, we used to always, like, go outside and play.
Well, yeah, but now it's just like, you can't go outside. And, Shrek, this game is called Totally Reliable Delivery Service, aka
Turds.
Or Totally Reliably
Driverly Simulator. When you try to pronounce it and you said Totally Reliable Driverly Simulator.
Oh, yeah, that one. I have 2 oh, wait, never mind, I have 1. But the second one is just my account. So you got any other stories to tell?
Like, get a topic, like, gaming. You want to talk about gaming when we were little?
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'd be playing, like, on my PS3, since I had, like, this Lego game. Bro, me and my dad, we used to play it all the time. I'm like, hey dad, you want to play hide and seek? So basically, it's like, since even though it was split screen, I'm like, this was back, like, within, I still had the same TV since I was like 6, because I got a new TV when I was 6. My old TV was like very old TV. It was like a box. It was a white box TV. And my TV is still pretty small. But like, anyways, so on the PS3, I used to play like this Lego game. I forgot what it was called, but it was a Marvel game or a DC game, I don't know. Yeah, it was a DC game because there was like Batman, Joker, and all that stuff. But so me and my dad used to play like hide and seek. So basically, since I seen this one spot where I could like hide inside a wall thing, and I used to be this tiny character and just be inside the wall. And it was like the funnest thing to me. Like, it was so cool.
Yeah.
And like, I'd also play it, but not play hide and seek. Like, we just maybe chase each other around, get in like a car, maybe shoot at each other.
Yeah.
And then, like, when I got older, I still had the PS3. I only had the PS3 when I was like 10, actually. I had the PS3 even though the PS4 came out. Like, I had the PS3 for maybe, I'd say, 2 years, even though the PS4 was already out. But we couldn't just afford it yet. Like, I could buy the PS5 right now, but I don't really want to because, like, what's the point? And like, I can still already play with my friends and have fun. Yeah. But anyways, we played this game called Dynasty Warriors. Bro, my dad, he was so good at it. It was also on the PS3. But you can play it on the PS4.
How do you play?
Dynasty Warriors, you could pick like a character from a faction. Like, I don't know what it was like, the factions were.
Was
but
it
like,
kind of like For Honor?
yeah, but like with way more characters, and like you could summon a horse. Like, it was the coolest game. It was the sickest game on PS3. Like, it was amazing. I'm talking like off the charts, bro.
What was it called?
But anyways, like Dynasty Warriors. They made a new Dynasty Warriors called this. I think it's called Dynasty Warriors 8. And it's on PS4. You can buy it. But anyways, like, so they were like different colors. I don't know what they were called, but like there was this blue one, a red one, a green one. You know, just those colors. And like you could pick any character, and there were literally missions. Like, the coolest thing about it, that's better, and I wish they still did this. It's the sickest thing. You know, split screen, right? It's just normal. Like, it's always cut in half, right?
Mhm.
But no, in Dynasty Warriors, bro, if you got close to each other, your screen would merge. It was the sickest thing. Like, it's so cool. Like, it would just become one whole screen instead of being two if you were close to each other. But also, you had you had like supers and stuff, maybe powers. And like, you could have a sword, a spear, like an axe, anything, bro. And it was just the coolest thing. Like, I just remember fighting in there. There's like this one place, I still remember it, where it was like a big castle maze thing, and like there were two entrances. You could either entrance in like the left or the right, and you'd have to like fight people there. And also there was like this outside place, like a bunch of wars were happening, and like, so you would just like fight. It was the coolest thing. So yeah, basically that's it. So like, unless you're talking about like board games that I can go to. But do you have any like gaming things
Yeah.
when you were little?
When I was younger, it was kind of not really when I was young, but it was still like when I was young, like 8 or 9, when the PlayStation 4 came out. I would play this game with my dad. It was called like Toy Soldiers, like Toy Chest or something. I don't remember what it was called, but it had
Is it
all
like
these...
with Army Men?
Yeah, it was kind of with Army Men, but there would just be different toys, like He-Man toys. There would be like Assassin's Creed toys, little
That's
soldier
sick.
toys.
Oh, speaking, bro, after your story, I can also tell another story of playing Assassin's Creed on PS3. It was also sick.
Yeah.
But you continue.
And like my dad, he would always be telling me what to do. He'd be like the commander, but still like he would shoot, like he would take control of the things and shoot.
So it's like
them.
D&D.
What?
He was D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. He was basically a DM. DM is the dungeon master. He tells the story, and like you roll a dice. He tells you how much damage you do.
Well, kind kind of.
that kind
He
of like
wasn't
it?
really like that. He wasn't like the god of the game. He was just kind of like the commander, telling me where I should place things, because he was like, he knew like where I should place these different things. But there was like it was kind of like the armies would be like situated on like either like a little like outside like tiny little spot on the ground, like a little dugout. If you looked up, you could see like a kid just like looking down. And there was another island. It was like one of the hardest ones. Me and my dad like could barely get through it, but it was like it was like it kind of was Dungeons and Dragons. It looked like Dungeons and Dragons, but there was like a dragon, there was like a castle at the end. And yeah, it was really hard because there was these like flying enemies where we would have to put down artilleries, and my dad would just take control of the little cannons and the little machine gunners. And when he would get too many kills or get too many points, he would turn into like, you could turn into like an actual foot soldier. Pretty sure you had like unlimited health. And you would also have like yeah, you basically have unlimited health. And
Sorry, I didn't put it on private. I forgot to. Like, I realized when I pressed create game, I'm like, oh dang it, I didn't do this.
well, it's fine. But I remember he sorry, he would take control of them, and if I didn't have like the kill streaks or where I could turn into the little foot soldier, I would be like, Dad, can I go on your control? He'd be like, yeah, sure. And then I could be this like little army man and like go up on the bad guys, and they didn't really shoot at me, and I just kill them. It was so cool and stuff. And they would destroy your like, if you place down like a cannon or a machine gunner or like artillery, they could destroy it with their weapons, the enemies, and they would try to get through. It was kind of like BTD, but just more like army and more variety of characters. It was so fun.
Yeah, so it's like BTD mixed with D&D.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so is that it, or do you have like another gaming story?
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, I have another one. So you were talking about Assassin's Creed. Well, my dad and me were like, we played Assassin's Creed on the PS3 and stuff. And my brother. Oh, was my controller? Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So here, I'm just listening to you.
So, my dad would borrow this game.
Dang it. Wait, can you still hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Alright. Yeah, my connection cut out because remember I'm on a hotspot.
Yeah, but my dad, he would do this thingy with me. What was it again? It wasn't my dad. What was I talking about again?
Like game
Assassin's
thing,
Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed.
And so yeah, he would play Assassin's Creed with me. And my brother, I'm pretty sure he had like a PS3 or something, and he let us borrow Assassin's Creed, the pirate one, where you have like a pirate ship and you could sail around and customize your pirate ship. I thought it was the coolest thing because it was just your own pirate ship. Nobody could tell you otherwise. And you could battle people. It was. Do you know what Sea of Thieves is?
No.
It's basically, you can fight people on like on pirate ships, and you could go to lands, and you could fight dungeons, and like claim loot, and steal from people.
Yeah.
And I thought it's just the coolest thing, but I barely remember it. And my dad would usually just let me play when we were playing the pirate one, because he knew I loved it a lot, would just sail around and kill things. So yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, well, the Assassin's Creed that I played, I wasn't really like on a boat thing. Like, you could do like real missions. I'm like, you could. I just remember, like, I don't remember, but I kind of do. I just remember like being so happy and like just jumping on buildings, doing parkour and stuff, jumping off very high spots, landing in hay bales, and doing sneak attacks. Those were like the coolest things ever.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Like the city.
Like when you hide in a bush, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could either be up top or hide in a bush, like choke them and then bring them in the bush. Your character's moving.
Yeah, because I'm moving him. But why else do you think he would be moving?
I don't know. Maybe your joystick accidentally went forward.
We can talk about board games, but I have this board game. It was called well, we played Uno. So me and my dad. Do you know what Uno is? Just to make sure, because Nick didn't really know what Uno was.
How do you not know what Uno is?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, Nick, you just got a pack of cards and you still don't know what Uno is? Like,
bro.
Anyway, so I'm playing Uno with my dad. We're playing normal Uno. I was like, this is the championship game. I'm gonna beat you. And I ended up beating him. But he was actually playing how he would in like a normal Uno game. Like, he was playing for real.
So it wasn't going easy on you.
Yeah, he was going a little bit easy because he probably could have won like every match, but he was just making me not mad and stuff. But I felt like I'm pretty sure he was like going like pretty hard on me because I lost a few times. And then they came out with Uno Spin, where it would have like a wheel and you would spin it if you got the spin card. And then it like whatever it would like you would land on, you would have to do that. And then it would just be like chaos stuff, and we would do the tournament or whatever. And then this is probably one of the last tournaments we played, I think. Well, actually no, this is the second to last one, I think. But we played the tournament of Uno Roboto, which is a robot, and he tells you. No, it's fine. It's fine. And so he would tell you what to do. He was like, "I like the way you look. Play again." The person who would play or who played would play again. But to make him do those like actions, he would have to place down the card in his head and then push down so it'd click, and then he would tell you what to do. And there would be like these special events, like he'd be like, Brady, name dad, like Brady, because you would have to like make a microphone, like you'd have to use this microphone and say what your name was. And then I would say Brady Bun or whatever I would say, and then he'd say like Dad, and it would just be, and it makes your voices higher, so it'd be like Brady. Change Dad's name, and then you would have to change his name. Like you would hold down the red button and speak it to the mic. And change his name, so it'd be Brady and Poopy McPoopy. Touch your nose, because you would have to touch your nose. Whoever lost would have to draw like 2 cards or something. It was chaos. And then when Uno Flip came out, it's like kind of hard to explain, because there'd be like this flip card. It wouldn't matter if they saw your cards, but it also would matter because they strategize against you and stuff. It was just like chaos and strategy based, and like you flipping cards around and stuff, flipping everything. It was cool. Me and my dad played it. Honestly, playing with my dad board games, just any board game with my dad, was so fun, because he was so good at them, and I love him.
Yeah. Wait, so is that it?
Well, I have a few more, but you start telling now.
Alright, so I still have a board game. Let me find it. I forgot what it's called. I remember what it's called. It's called Battleships.
Battleships?
Like
Yeah,
you'd
me and
have,
Dad play that.
yeah, it's amazing. You have your own ship. God damn, I'm disconnecting so much. Cause I'm on a damn hotspot.
Wait, is your internet working again?
I'll check, but I'll have to stop the stream.
Yeah.
So basically, I'll just tell this one more story, and then I'll basically just stop streaming.
I will too.
Alright, so the story is like it was just amazing strategizing against like your own like dad, and like I'd put all my like ships in the corner. It was so funny.
At
Like,
least
I'm like,
spread
oh my
them
God.
out, Jordan. Like, come on. Just, like, literally 5-year-olds playing warships. Just, he wouldn't suspect in the bottom left corner. I'm gonna put every single ship that I have in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm like, let's change it up. I just put one in different corners. I'm like, since you have 5 battleships, I'll put 4. And like
In
like
the
one in
corners and
each
put
corner.
one in the middle.
Then put one in the middle. Yeah. And it's just funny. But sometimes I gradually got older and I stopped doing that.
And you'd actually
But yeah.
strategize. Okay.
And like just the feeling of like hitting the ship, you know.
Would you be like, yes? And then
Yeah.
you would like go next to it and up and down, like, cause they
Yeah,
could
you
only
gotta
put
have to like go up and down.
diagonal and horizontal.
Unless it's the 2 ship where you just hit it twice. Tiny
Yeah.
ship, you just gotta hit it twice. But yeah, and another board game. Well, that's really the only board game that I played with my dad. There's a board game that we both played, but not together. But we played it once, but we don't really have enough people. But the other board game's called Clue. Do you know what it is?
I kind of know what Clue is, but like it's just I haven't played Clue, and my parents really weren't big on Clue and stuff, so I don't really have a big idea of what Clue is.
So
But I
basically
know-
what Clue is.
I know it's kind of like a murder mystery game.
Yeah.
Like
so
Among
basically you
Us.
gotta. Yeah, you're all innocent, but you gotta like. So there would be this packet, like this person killed, let's say, Peacock, because Peacock is actually a character in the game, or Mr. Green. Yeah, this person killed Mr. Green with blah 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 in the blah blah blah, and you gotta figure out which, like, where it was, like where they killed it, and you'd be able to like you'd get your own set of cards, and the cards you'd have, you know that they didn't kill him with, so you have a check mark and like X's. So you're like, okay, he didn't kill him with, let's say you have Mr. Mustard, I call him that. No, that's actually his name, Mr. Mustard. Like if you have that card, that means it's not him, because the cards in the packet are the ones. So like, and let's say you have the rope, so he didn't kill him with the rope, you know. But like, it was just the coolest thing. Actually, let's each tell one more story if you have the time.
Well, I'm not getting off, but
Yeah, me neither.
I think
I'm
it's
just
strange.
stopping.
But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a snack real quick, okay?
Okay,
Maybe.
and I'll think of a topic.
Huh?
No, I said I'll think of a topic.
Okay.
Maybe swimming. Yeah, probably swimming. When he gets back, I'll talk about like a swimming incident or like swimming cool things that you did. I still swim with my family, but not right now because it's like winter and coldish. So like I get a cold if I try to swim. Cause like I have a pool in my backyard and also a jacuzzi, but we barely use the jacuzzi anymore. Yeah. I'm going to use the restroom. BRB. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. It's gonna take I'm gonna use the restroom. It's gonna take less than 5 minutes. It's gonna take less than 30 seconds. So yeah. But maybe we should talk about swimming.
Swimming?
Because that's what I was saying. Yeah. But BRB.
Susan. Bye, stream. Remember, keep your seatbelt